fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. With his faithful Indian companion Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. Nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver. Let's go, big fellow. I'm Silver. Hooray!
Bill Tyler had been away from his father's ranch for several years, during which he went to one of the leading Eastern schools. He returned unexpectedly, planning to surprise his father. He made the trip to Texas by train and stagecoach, then hired a man to drive him to the rambling house on the Tyler ranch. He opened the door and saw his father dozing in a chair.
Hey there. You aim to sleep all day?
What? Great day!
Hello, Dad.
Bill, well, I do say, of all things, where in tarnation did you come from? Doggone you, son, I'm downright glad to see you. Stand up there. Let me have a good look. Why didn't you say you was coming home? What about that school of yours?
Oh, take it easy, Dad. One question at a time.
I do say. Son, you look all right. Grown up.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Gosh, my boy, grown to a man. What about school?
Well, I learned all I had to learn, so I left.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it took 6 years to learn it, but I finally got it.
What are you talking about?
I learned I didn't want to go into business in the East and didn't want to stay in the East. I learned I wouldn't be happy anywhere but on a ranch.
Well, you couldn't have come at a better time.
Are you short-handed?
I'll need all the men I can get. I'm running a herd to Central City.
Oh, that's fine. To where?
Central City? The boys have been rounding up a herd for the past few days.
Central City, huh?
Yeah? Why?
Dad, why are you sending a herd to Central City?
To sell it, of course. I've got to get her there in a hurry.
Why?
Well, tarnation, son, what's the matter with you? You got any reason why you don't want to see me sell stock in Central City?
Well, Dad, I met someone on the stage to Rock River.
Who'd you meet?
A girl. She said her father was sending a herd to Central City.
Yeah?
She talked as if it meant a lot to her and her father to make that sale. You probably know the girl I was talking to.
Wilson girl?
That's right. Mary Wilson.
Yeah. Doggone. Did you recognize her?
Not at first. She's sure grown up since I left here.
Did she know who you were?
No. I didn't tell her.
Didn't tell her, huh?
She'd probably hate me if she knew I was a Tyler.
What's wrong with being a Tyler? It's one of the proudest names in this part of the country. And I'll have
The
you know...
Wilsons have a mighty good name, too.
Bah, the Wilsons.
We've treated that family pretty shabby, Dad, and you know it.
Son, one of the last things I promised my father, that'd be your grandfather, before he died, was that I'd do all I could to drive the last of the Wilson outfit off the range and out of this part of the state.
But, Dad,
I
that's
made
not
that promise, and that's what I aim to do.
That old feud. I'd hoped I'd find it had died out.
It'll be over mighty soon. I know Wilson needs cash mighty bad. If he don't sell his cattle in Central City, bank will have to foreclose on his ranch. Then he'll be all through.
Dad, what do you gain by breaking Mr. Wilson and his daughter?
I'll get them off the range.
What good will that do? There's rangeland enough for everyone.
Like fun there is.
Oh, there is, and you know it. Dad, you can't go through with your plans.
Did you come all the way from the east to tell me what I can do? That's the case, by thunder.
Oh, now, hold on,
Are you
Dad.
a Wilson or a Tyler?
I'm a Tyler. I'm too proud of the name to let it be tied into anything as ornery as you're planning.
Why, you...
Mary Wilson told me about things at the Flying W. They've had no end of hard luck. One thing after another set them back. You can't take advantage of people when they're as near down as the Wilsons.
You've gone soft on that brown-eyed girl. That's what's happened.
All right. What if I have?
Bill, when the next stage leaves for the east, you better be on board. You've got some more to learn before you can come here to live.
I see.
When you've learned about loyalty to your own father, you can come back.
Sorry, Dad.
What's that?
I'll leave the ranch if that's what you want. But I'm not going back east.
What? You mean to say that you aim to disobey me?
I guess I have to.
Bill, you don't mean that.
I sure do, Dad. I think you're wrong about the Wilson affair, and I think you're wrong in trying to break him by taking a herd to Central City.
What are you going to do?
If I've got to throw in with the Wilsons to see some justice, I'll do it.
You?
I'm going to do all I can to see that the Wilson livestock gets to Central City ahead of you.
Bill left his father's home on foot, taking with him only the clothes he wore. He walked a couple of miles across the plain in the general direction of the Flying W. When he heard approaching hoofbeats, he was surprised to see that the rider of a big white stallion wore a mask.
Whoa, Silver. Whoa, steady, boy. Steady, Victor. Steady up, boy. How far do you expect to travel on foot?
Why, I thought the first thing your kind always said was get 'em up.
Have you had much experience with highwaymen?
I know how they operate.
And you're due for a little surprise. I'm not a highwayman. I don't want anything from you. I thought I might give you a lift, if you don't mind riding in those clothes.
That extra horse of yours looks mighty tempting. It's a fine-looking horse.
Belongs to a friend of mine.
Hi there, boy. You're sure handsome. Has he got a name?
His name is Victor. What's yours?
Tyler. Bill Tyler.
You're Bill Tyler?
Yes. Why?
I should have recognized you, but you've changed a lot. How long have you been back from school?
Not long enough to buy the right kind of clothes.
You're going toward the Flying W.
That's right.
I came here to see if a couple of stubborn old men had finally decided to bury the hatchet. Apparently they have.
Well, if you're talking about the feud between Dad and Wilson, you're mistaken. I've been driven out of the house because I objected when Dad said he was taking cattle to Central City to break Zeke Wilson.
I see.
I'm heading for the Flying W. I'm going to help Wilson in any way I can. Now you know all about me. What about you?
Well, what about this extra horse? Don't you want to save a 15-mile walk?
All right, mister. I'll keep my questions to myself and accept your offer of a ride.
Bill accompanied the masked man as far as the town of Rock River, where he bought suitable clothing for the range, then spent the remainder of his cash for the rental of a horse which brought him to the Wilson Ranch at dusk.
Oh, boy.
An old man came forward to meet him.
City.
Hi there, stranger. You looking for someone?
I'm looking for the top hand, or the old man himself.
Well, my name is Collins. I'm top hand, which same ain't saying much. Mr. Wilson's over yonder in the house. Now, you tell me your business, and I'll tell you who to see.
Well, I understand the Flying W needs men.
Needs him is right. With a doggone skinny chance of getting him. What's your name?
It's Bill.
You, got only one name?
I'll make it Bill, Jones.
Oh. You ever seen me before?
No, I don't think so.
Well, seems to me I've seen you. Where you from?
East.
How far east?
All the way.
And you want work on a cow ranch?
Why not?
Well, you might do. You come in here like you knew how to sit a horse. The only trouble is, I don't think the boss is hiring.
Well, do you mind if I talk to him?
Come along. I'll take you to the house. We sure do need men. Need 'em mighty bad. Even a tenderfoot could help us out.
No, I'm not exactly a tenderfoot. I know something about handling cattle.
Well, we'll see what the old man has to say. Do you know Zeke Wilson at all?
I don't think he'd remember me.
Can't get over the notion I've seen you somewhere. Oh, Miss Mary.
Oh,
There's a man.
It's you.
Good evening, Miss Wilson.
I didn't expect to see you again.
Miss Mary. Do you know Bill Jones?
We met on the stage.
You told me about your father's ranch, Miss Wilson, so I came here to go to work.
Oh, well, come in. Do come in.
Yeah, I reckon you won't need me around.
Thanks, Cal. Father's in the next room.
When I was in Rock River, I heard that you needed a trail boss.
We need one, all right. But you better talk to Father. Father,
Yes, Mary.
this is Mr. Jones. Bill Jones.
How do you do, Mr. Wilson?
Well, howdy.
This is the man I met on the stage. I told you about him.
Oh, yeah, sure enough. Didn't take you long to get around to making a call, did it, young fella?
Well, frankly, Mr. Wilson, I came here because I understood that you were driving a herd to Central City and needed someone to take charge.
Well, I need someone all right enough. Old Cow Collins will have a pretty rough time on a long trip.
Well, lend me. I have
Trouble
a...
is, I've got no cash, so I can't do no hiring.
It won't take much cash.
Even
Well,
so,
you'll have cash after you sell your herd, won't you?
if I sell my herd, you mean?
Oh, is there any doubt about it? I understood you had a dealer ready to buy.
I did have.
Dad, what do you mean?
Tyler is readying a herd, and he hopes to get to Central City ahead of me.
Dad, I can't believe it.
It's the same, it's true.
I'll make a deal with you, Mr. Wilson. Put me in charge of your trail drive, and if we don't beat Tyler to Central City, you don't pay me a dime.
Well, I don't know how I can turn down a proposition like that.
You can't, Dad.
Have I ever seen you before?
Your top hand asked me the same question. I guess there must have been someone around here looked like me.
You said your name was Bill Jones. I don't know anyone by that name.
What about that proposition?
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, Bill. It'll take a few days to get the herd ready. That'll give me a chance to see how you handle cattle.
All right.
And if I think you can take charge, I'll make you trail boss. Collins will be mighty pleased if you don't have to make the trip.
It's a deal.
Say, Mary, you take Bill out to Collins and tell Cal about the arrangements, eh?
All right, Dad. Come on, trail boss.
The curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger story. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now to continue our story. In a few days at the Flying W, Bill Tyler, using the name Bill Jones, proved his ability and became head man for the cattle drive to Central City. With the herd ready to start out, he sat in the saddle awaiting the final word from Zeke Wilson. Mary, seated on her favorite horse, was at Bill's side.
Which trail are you taking to Central City, Bill? Are you going to take the Valley Trail or go around the Black Swamp?
Oh, Mary, I haven't said anything to your father because I thought he might think I was loco. I'm not taking either one of those trails.
Not taking either one? What do you mean?
We're going to head through the hills. We'll save several days' travel.
But no one has ever driven cattle through the hills.
Yes, but the Tyler herd is already underway. They've got a start on us, and they've got a full crew of men. We'll never beat that outfit to Central City unless we take a chance.
But those hills...
When I was a youngster, I rode all through the hills. I know them as well as anyone alive. We'll get through.
But, Bill, if you do fail...
I understand the situation, Mary. We've got to sell the stock in Central City or your father will go broke.
Yes.
Well, we can't sell it unless we get there ahead of the Tyler outfit. We've got to take a chance on the hills.
I trust you, Bill.
Thanks. Now, don't tell your father my plans. I don't want him to order me to use one of the regular trails.
The drive got underway with Bill in charge. Cal Collins and Zeke Wilson, too old for the ruggedness of a cattle drive, remained at the ranch. For the first few days, Bill said nothing about the route he planned to follow. But he saw that his men were becoming more and more curious, so he called them together at breakfast on the morning of the fourth day. He told them exactly how he planned to travel and why he had chosen the route. There were dubious expressions and murmurs on all sides.
Bill, you're the top hand, but I'm going to tell you something. You're wrong.
Yes?
Yeah, Hank's right, Bill. Up ahead of Blind Canyon's no end of trouble. Can't take a herd through them mountains.
We can get through, Bill. We lose over half the herd trying to bring them back.
Boys, I'm taking the full responsibility.
Hey, what's this a-coming?
Yeah, where?
Over our back trail. 3 horses traveling hard.
One's rid by a girl.
Oh, it's Miss Mary.
Mary.
Cal Collins is with her. So's the boss.
Zeke Wilson himself. Great day. This must be downright important if he can forget his rheumatic so far as to ride after us.
They're coming like they expected trouble.
Wilson sure looks downright grim.
Mary.
Hi there, boss. I knew I'd seen you before.
What's the matter, Cal?
Bill Jones, Jones, my eye.
Just a minute, Cal. Bill, what's your real name?
Well, Mr. Wilson,
Tell us the truth. Is it Jones or Tyler?
I guess the secret's out.
Tyler!
Are you Jeff Tyler's son?
Yes.
Why, you ornery
And
scheming
accounts for it. No wonder he figured on driving the cattle through the hills.
Doing what?
Mr. Wilson, he just told us he aimed to drive straight through the hills instead of taking one of the 2 trails. We told him it couldn't be done.
There's nothing too low ornery for Tyler to try.
Now, just a minute. It's true that I plan to go through the hills, and it's true that Jeff Tyler's my father. But I know that the only way you can sell your cattle is to get to Central City first. And to do that, you've got to
Now
go through
get out.
Mary, you believe in me, don't you?
You'd better do as Father says.
But the herd won't make
Cal,
it.
now take charge. Maybe we can't travel as fast as you could. At least we won't play the game of double cross. Now clear out before I give the men orders to start shooting at your heels.
Completely disheartened, Bill Tyler left the trail drive and rode slowly over the back trail toward the town of Rock River. He traveled less than a mile before rounding a turn and saw a masked man and an Indian blocking his way.
Oh, boy.
Hello, Bill.
Oh, it's you.
So they've discovered your identity.
How did you learn that so soon?
Tonto's been traveling close to your outfit. I thought this might happen. You do look a lot like your father, you know.
Oh, if you told Wilson,
No,
you've done...
I didn't tell him who you were.
Well, my whole scheme fell through.
How would you like to prove to Wilson and his daughter that you were right?
I'd like to keep my dad from breaking Zeke Wilson.
It can be done.
How?
Come to camp with Tonto and me, and we'll tell you.
I'd give my right arm to show Mary that I wasn't out to double-cross her and her father.
Follow me, then. Come on, Silver.
Get him up, Scout.
Get up there.
With Wilson and old Cal in command, and Mary traveling with them, the cattle drive spent a hard day in travel, then camped for the night. The day had been a disheartening one, and all three of the people who sat close to a small campfire were silent. Presently, Mary looked alert.
Hey, what's the matter, Mary?
I thought I heard something.
Oh, it's just the boys from over yonder. They're moving around some.
No, it wasn't over that way. It was close. It seemed to come from those trees.
I didn't hear anything, but then my hearing's none too good.
Boss, look.
Keep your voices down.
He's mad.
You not make yell.
A redskin.
And Bill Tyler, well, of
Keep
all...
quiet. We don't want your men to come over here.
What's the meaning of this?
Well, Tyler, so now you're traveling with masked crooks and redskins.
You're going to get help, Wilson, whether you want it or not.
Jeff Tyler sure hit a new low and calling on masked gunslinging crooks for help.
You'll change that opinion.
Mr. Wilson, Mary, let me explain.
Don't speak to me.
You're holding a gun. It's your move. What are you going to do?
We're taking over this cattle drive. You three are returning to the ranch.
If all the...
Tonto will take you back and see that you stay there.
You think my men will take orders from you and Bill Tyler?
We'll see that they do. You have the authorization to sell the cattle, haven't you, Bill?
Yes.
We're going to use it.
Sell the cattle? Well,
Get your things together. You're starting back right away.
Tonto didn't find it necessary to use ropes on the prisoners. Seeing that their situation was hopeless, Mary, her father, and old Cal Collins returned to the ranch with the Indian. Then, during the days that followed, Tonto kept a close watch on the house to make sure that no word went to the sheriff. Each time Mary went to a window, she saw the Indian on guard, until one day she saw him hurrying toward the house.
Dad, you'd better come in here. Something's happening.
What's that, Mary?
That Indian, he's coming here on the run.
This is a chance I've been waiting for. Now I can get the drop on him. Open the door.
Wilson.
Hold it.
You listen to Tonto. Tyler on way here.
You mean Bill Tyler?
No, not him. Old man, Jeff Tyler.
He's coming here?
That's right. Their horse. You hear it?
He's never been in this house.
Let him come. I'm ready for the scheming polecat.
Wilson!
Come in here, you dirty scheming old buzzard.
Put that rifle down before you get hurt.
Like blazes, I will.
I come here to make you eat some of the things you said about me and my boy.
What I said is nothing compared to what I'll say when I get you and your good-for-nothing boy in court. You're no better than cattle thieves. The fact is, your boy is a cattle thief.
That's a downright out-and-out lie.
You sent your boy to see that my stock wouldn't get to market on time.
And that's another lie.
Oh, please.
You seem to know a lot.
One of the trail hands met one of my men and told me how you spoke of Bill. Why, dad rat your hide, Wilson. My boy left home on account of you and your daughter.
What's that?
Yes, I mean you, Miss Mary Wilson. He met you on the stage, then come home and talked no end of foolishness, trying to make me quit fighting your father.
Oh.
When I told him he was crazy, he walked out on me.
And he tried to get back in your good favor by stealing my cattle. Well, he'll pay. The law won't let him get away with it.
Who stole cattle?
Bill!
What are you doing here, Dan?
You ornery thief. Get your hands up. And you too.
Now, hold on, Mr. Wilson.
Get that masked man back here. He's wanted for cattle stealing. Mary, take that Indian's gun.
And that no good.
Now, hold on. Before you throw around any more charges of cattle stealing, you'd better take a look at this order on the Central City Bank.
Eh? What's that?
There's an account there. I opened it in your name so I wouldn't have to carry the cash back with me.
Account?
Cash?
Of course. What did you expect to get for your cattle?
You mean you sold it?
Isn't that why you made me trail, boss?
Bill, you mean to
Now,
say
hold
that...
hold on. Do you mean to say you got the Flying W cattle to the city ahead of my outfit?
That's it, Dad. We went through the hills.
The hills?
Tonto knew the old Indian trail. He knew it even better than I did.
Then you were right all along.
To think that my son would help a Wilson outdo me in a cattle deal.
Dad, it looks like Mr. Wilson won't lose his outfit. You'll be here for a long time.
Well, I'll be doggone.
Well, the least you can do is to come back home and work for me instead of him.
I'd like to, Dad. But not if it means carrying on a feud.
Oh, that ridiculous old feud.
Well, I never even knew what started the feud.
Well, it was going on when I was a youngster. What did start it, Wilson?
Well, I never heard it was in full swing when I was a button, too.
By thunder, you hear that, Mary? They don't even know why they've been fighting.
Well, if that's not the silliest thing I ever heard of.
Say, Mary, I reckon you better put this rifle away. I feel sort of foolish waving it at the man who saved my ranch.
My friends did it, Wilson. It was the masked man's idea to go back and capture you.
Well, maybe it was a doggone good idea.
Well, what about me, Dad? Do I go home with you?
You'll sure be welcome, son.
You willing to shake hands with Mr. Wilson?
Well, if that's what I got to do to get you home, I guess I can stand it.
Well, I can stand anything you can.
Here's my hand, Wilson. Sorry about a few things.
And I'm sorry, too. Say, come on over here, Jeff. I got a jug I've been saving for...
Well...
Oh, you hear that, Mary? The feud is ended.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes. Now we can begin making some plans. And maybe the day will come when you'll be boss of Dad's house. We can live there and everything...
We can live here.
Oh, now, Mary, wait a minute.
I say we'll live on the Flying W.
But how can I do that and run the box team?
Bill Tyler, you
now,
heard
see
me
here,
say
Mary,
that I
don't
thought
be...
that we could...
Hold it. Well, it looks like the feud will keep going after all, Tyler.
Maybe so, but it won't take the Lone Ranger to settle things between Mary and Jeff. I reckon they'll manage by themselves.
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Lone Ranger Incorporated.